Confessions.
We're your hosts, Kushi
And Chelsea.
In this episode, we're going to talk about things that matter and more importantly, things that don't.
So, what we mean by that is not caring about the little things that take up too much of your energy that don't really matter in life. Like, it's not going to matter from a year. It's not going to matter in a year from now.
Yeah. What we mean by letting go of the little things is not overthinking too much, focusing on the present instead of overthinking the past.
Yes, because like we said in our last video,
listen to us. We know what we're talking about.
So like we said in our last video, you literally cannot change the past. No matter what you do, you can't change what you did or what you said or the decisions that you made.
Yeah.
You can't change it. So why focus and overthink on that when you can focus on the present and change the things that you're going to do in the future?
Exactly.
The only thing that you have control over is the present. You can't control the future. You can't control what happens in like 5 years. What you can control is what happens in the next 10 seconds, 30 seconds, a minute, an hour, because you make that decision in the present moment. You know what you're going to do. If I decide that I'm going to take notes for a class, in an hour, I'm probably still going to be taking notes because that's just me. I'm a slow note taker. But I know what I'm going to be doing for that next hour is taking notes. Like, that's what I have control over. I can't control if I'm going to pass the test that I took notes for, but I can't control studying for the test and, like, taking notes and paying attention.
Another thing about overthinking is that it can be so mentally draining and just
a waste of time.
Yeah.
It's a waste of your time.
It's exhausting.
We have nothing else to say about overthinking except that you're wasting your time. You thinking about a situation that's already happened is not gonna change it. You being like, I wish I did this is not gonna make that happen.
If you had a conversation with someone and you're like, oh my god, I could have said this or I should have said this, you can't go back. You're not a time traveler. Time traveler.
Unless you're like a time traveler or something.
Moving on, we don't have the technology, the access. We literally cannot physically go back, change the things that we've done, change what we said, change the way we thought about something. We can't change that, but what you can change is what you're doing right now, what you're saying right now, the actions you're taking, the things that you're thinking. You can change that.
Piggybacking off of what she said, we know that we said in the past videos that your mind is really powerful, but it is not that powerful that it's gonna change the past, okay? It's not gonna change the past. The only thing that your mind has impact over and power over is the present and the future. Mm-hmm. And you should honestly just be focusing on the present because your present is what builds your future. Without your present, you're not gonna have a future.
I'm sorry. I'm holding my breath for you to finish your thought. So another common topic that a lot of people tend to overthink is what other people think about you, other people's opinions of you, what they say about you, etc.
I literally have 2 words for that. Let them.
Yeah.
Let them.
What?
Who are they? Who are you? Who are you?
Who are you? Like we said in our past video, or past 2, I don't know, one of our videos is that you are the main character. Do not let them stop you from moving forward in your life.
Yeah, period. Let them think what they want to think. That doesn't change. That doesn't make it true. Just because somebody else thinks something about you, that doesn't make it true. Think about it. If somebody came up to you and was like, oh my god, I love your pink hair, you're going to be like,
what pink hair?
Are you crazy? Like what?
Exactly.
Right? That would be your reaction. That should be your reaction for everything that somebody comes up to say to you. Or if somebody's saying something behind your back, that should be your reaction. Like, are you dumb? Are you crazy? Like, what? What are you even talking about? My hair's not pink. It's brown. It's blonde. It's red. It's not pink.
It's whatever you want it to be. No, I don't mean it's literally gonna turn pink if you think it's pink. We mean that we're talking about if they think you're dumb, you're not just gonna automatically
believe that you're dumb.
You know.
Yeah. Just because somebody else is saying you're dumb doesn't mean that you're actually dumb. Only you know how smart you actually are. And just because you're not book smart doesn't mean that you're not smart. There's different kinds of smartness.
Exactly.
You don't have to be all kinds of intelligent. To be smart.
You're your own person.
Yeah.
You are the main character.
You know things that a lot of people don't.
Exactly.
And a lot of people know things that you don't, and that's okay because we're in this life to learn. Like, you don't need to know everything
To live
all the
and to
time.
learn.
Yeah, you live and you learn.
I think that's a quote from Brenna.
Oh, period.
To
Shout
live
out.
and learn.
Shout out. If they're talking behind your back, they're behind you
Yeah.
for a reason.
Exactly.
They're behind you for a reason. But anyways, if somebody's talking behind your back, you just have to let them, because
Yeah.
you know what? They're coming from their own insecurities.
They're They're projecting on you. And
Sorry.
they're projecting on you.
Yeah.
And think about it, you can't physically make them stop. You can't even mentally make them stop. If you stop them from saying things out loud, they're still gonna be thinking. It's not gonna change anything
The
for
way that
them.
they think. Yeah.
But you can change how you react to it, how you respond to it, how you think about it. Why are you thinking about them? Why? Why would you waste your time thinking about a person?
Yeah.
Other than yourself.
And you shouldn't waste your time trying to change somebody's mind about it. You shouldn't be going up to
Yeah.
them and being like, hey, so like, why do you think this about me? Like, why?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, no.
No.
Don't ever do
Why would you do that? Why? Are you a clown?
Don't be desperate to change yourself for other people.
Yeah. Okay, that person doesn't like you. Okay, not everybody in the world is gonna like you.
Yeah. There
It's
are, what,
fine.
8 billion people?
Not everybody's gonna like you.
People are different. We're literally made to be different.
Yeah. Some personalities don't fit together, and that's okay. Like, that doesn't mean that you have to hate each other. But
It's
that.
like something.
Yeah, it was fuzz. Anyways, that doesn't mean that you have to hate each other, but it doesn't mean that you need to, like, find common ground and become besties or something.
Exactly.
It's fine. People have their differences, and you don't all need to be besties with everybody.
Yeah, like we talked about in our last video.
Yeah.
All connection.
And we're all
Full
connecting.
circle moment, you know?
Yes. Let's make a circle.
Yes.
Slick.
Connection. We're like this.
We're like this.
No one should be immediately like, bestie, yeah.
So, instead of a confession for this episode, we're gonna we're gonna do a little activity, a little
Yes.
workshop for
To
you guys.
Help you see in real time what it feels like. Or not what it feels like, but
What, how we are.
the process
as
of
well.
overthinking, how to solve it, advice, you know?
Yeah.
So-
Oh,
Oh, sorry.
things that we tend to overthink.
Yes. So what we're gonna do is we have little sticky notes here, and we're each gonna write one thing that we tend to overthink about, and then she's gonna read me her confession, I guess, and then I'm gonna give her advice, and then I'm gonna do the same, and she's gonna give me advice. So we're fixing our mindset along with your guys's.
Yes. Because,
Okay.
you know, we're out here giving
Yeah.
advice, but we're not, like, perfect.
Yeah.
You
We're
know?
talking from experience. Most of the topics that we talk about are from experience. So
Yes. Oh my god, did I realize I haven't touched my hair that many times today?
yeah, you just been going like this.
This is why, guys, we're filming at night right now, and we
Yeah.
never film at night.
It's what?
And this is the reason, because we can't
It's
focus.
8:30.
We started at 7:30. We started at 7:30.
7:30. You know you have 30 minutes?
Do you know you have 30 minutes?
30 minutes? Okay, we actually have 30 minutes. I literally...
Well, half of it we're gonna edit out.
Yeah,
Literally
okay.
half of it.
So, do you want to go first or should I go?
I think you should go first, because...
With my confession?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, that's not in my hair. Or maybe yours. Okay.
Yeah, I watched it today. Okay.
Okay, so my thing that I tend to overthink about is the future and like college, if I'm gonna be successful in college, my career especially, like oh, like am I gonna fail at this career, am I gonna get a job, am I gonna be rich, am I gonna have money, you know, like future, like
Yeah.
future success.
Honestly, I do that too.
Yeah.
Like, it's not my confession because I do something else a lot more.
Yeah.
But I think about that a lot too, and like I constantly tell myself that like it's literally in my destiny to be successful and be rich, because this is my life path, and like everything that I decide to do is meant for me, you know? Like, this is my life, it's my story. God isn't gonna do anything in my life that isn't meant to take me on the right path. Or the universe isn't gonna do something that's gonna take me on the wrong path in my life. I'm always on the right path. Even if things don't go my way, I'm still on the right path, you know? Because if it didn't bless me, then it taught me a lesson.
Oh, period.
I heard that.
Wait from the next quote.
I know. Yeah, but if it didn't bless you, then it taught you a lesson. That's the only reason things happen. It's either to bless your life or to teach you a lesson in life. It's not to derail you from your life path. You're still gonna be on that life path. You're still gonna go where you need to go in life. And you're still gonna achieve all the things that you need to achieve.
Yeah, exactly. And a little advice for my future self when I'm like 30 and watching this video back. Wait, I forgot my advice.
Her advice is to write things down every day.
I have a little goldfish memory, you know. No, but advice is that actually I don't know.
Okay.
Cut that out.
Okay. But did that help you?
Yes.
Just a little bit. Actually?
Yeah.
Okay.
Cutie patootie.
I thought you were gonna smack me.
Yes, cutie patootie. Yes, it did.
Okay. Good.
I'm gonna start quoting that. What? Wait, let me.
If it
pass
didn't
my
bless you, it
Instagram.
taught you a lesson.
Okay, I'm putting that on Instagram now. Another thing I heard, which is kind of related to mine, is that what is meant for you is gonna find you, which is a really common quote. It's kind of similar to like what goes around comes around, you know, but like.
But that's like
Yeah,
karma.
yeah, that's about karma. But like the quote that I heard was, "What's meant for you is gonna find you." So even if something doesn't work out, your career doesn't work out, college doesn't work out, whatever.
There's always something.
Yeah,
better.
there's another plan for you. So
That's why it didn't work out, because there's gonna be better things in life.
God has a story for you, and if you're not religious, then write your own story. Wait, that makes no sense.
Write your own story either way.
Either way.
The higher powers, and if you don't believe
Whatever
in any
you
higher
believe
powers,
in,
you
your
are the higher power.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, go.
Go,
Put that
go.
as your quote.
Go, go.
You are the
You
higher
are the
power.
higher power.
It's right there. It's recording you
Yeah,
later.
never mind. Okay, so mine, I tend to I feel, I'm not diagnosed.
Damn. Okay.
Rewind. I glitched out. I'm not diagnosed, but I genuinely truly believe that I have social anxiety. So when I'm like in a group setting or in like with anybody that I'm not like comfortable with, that I haven't known for like years, I will think about what my next word should be, or like what I should reply to this person and be like, oh, what should I say? Like, I can't have a conversation without like thinking it over in my head like 50 times and being like, okay, what should I say next? What should I say next? What should I say next? And then like I go home, and then like after that conversation has all happened, I'm like, wait, what did I say? Like, why did I say that? Da 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 da.
Like, it was so awkward.
Yeah, like it was so awkward, and I'm like, I'm not thinking about what the other person thinks. I'm just thinking about how I felt. Like, I felt so awkward, and I felt like I couldn't really communicate what I needed to communicate. And then I get home, and I'm like, oh my god, I totally like missed the whole point of why I was talking to this person in the first place. Like, I didn't even tell them what I wanted to tell them. And so I'm just like constantly overthinking the conversations that I have with other people. And in my mind, I'm just like, I'm not in the present moment. Like I said, like when I say like focus on the present moment, it's to myself too. Like, I'm literally telling myself,
we're taking our own advice.
Focus on the present moment, because I can't. When I'm having a conversation, I can't. Like, if it's with somebody who I just met or who I don't really talk to, and I'm like trying to talk to them, I think so hard in my brain. I'm like, okay, what? Be like a normal person.
Powers.
Literally, I'm like, oh, use all like. Be a normal person, Chelsea.
Yeah.
Be a normal person. Talk like a normal person. Please.
Well, that was aggressive.
That's my inner talk sometimes. I'm like, oh my god.
Be a normal person.
I was like, oh my god, that conversation was awful.
Yeah. Okay. But what I have to... Okay, I don't have a lot to say about that. And I can't really give, like, good advice. Because I feel like I do the same thing. So that's hard. But because, like, I know that I do the same thing, I feel like a lot of other people do it too. So when you say, like, oh, be a normal person, I feel like it's, like, normal for people to do that. Especially, like, I feel like it's so rare to have, to have, or not have, but, like, it's so rare to be that person that, where you can just go up to anyone and just, like, have a conversation without, like, overthinking it even a little bit, you know? So I feel like it's, like, everyone in that situation. It's not just like you, but like, you know.
Yeah.
I don't know if that
Like
makes
I'm
sense.
not alone.
Yeah, like
everybody
yeah.
else is
especially
going
when
through the same thing.
like if you're like your inner talk is like be a normal person.
Well,
Well,
I don't see being a normal person.
You know? But like, you know, don't be awkward, whatever. I feel like, especially if it's like someone that you just met, they're probably thinking the same thing. They're probably
Right.
thinking like, oh, like I don't know what to say. Like this is kind of awkward. I feel like small talk is
It's
just
always
so
awkward.
like. Yeah, I hate small talk. I don't. Just tell me your deepest, darkest secret and get over with.
That's me. I
Yeah.
overshare, and like that's why, cause I'm like I want to tell you like everything about my life.
Yeah.
I don't care about how my day was. Like I don't want
Like,
to tell you about that. I
yeah.
want to tell you about like something that traumatized me 5 years ago. Like
Yeah, no. I feel like it's so like. It's no matter what the conversation is, it's gonna be awkward if it's like with someone that you just met, and if it's even more awkward if it's something that's not like, you know, it's like basic talk, like oh the weather today, or like how was this, like how was your class, or whatever, you know, like it's always gonna be awkward because you don't have that connection with them. And in the last episode we talked about like friendship and stuff like that, so it's like it's hard to get to like the level where you're comfortable with people, and it's okay to not be comfortable with people, you know?
Yeah. But I feel like I'm never comfortable with people.
Me too.
Like
That's
you,
so true.
and then like 3 of my other friends. I'm only comfortable with 4 people outside of my mom, my dad, my brother, and my grandma, obviously. But like those are, I'm only comfortable around like less than 10 people in my whole life that I interact with.
Yeah.
Like everybody else, I'm like.
And you know what? That's okay. You don't need to have a lot of people in your life, because sometimes that just attracts like negative, like, you know.
You're right. Yeah. But then I also like, I feel like a lot of people feel this way, but like I sometimes feel left out.
Left out?
Not from you or anything
Like-
like that. Like oh wait, I don't want to say.
What?
I work, right? I work. No, I do work.
I work.
I work, and like at my job, there's like, we're like a group of people, right? And like they all have connections, they all have like classes together, they're all like, they know each other from like places, and I feel like I like don't have that connection with people, and like it's hard for me to make that connection with people because I am so awkward.
Yeah.
But like at the same time, like I really tell myself I'm not awkward. They want to talk to you, they love talking to you. That's my inner talk sometimes, because I'm like hyping myself up to
Yeah.
go into the building. I'm like, they want
Sometimes
to
that's
talk
what
to
you want. Sometimes that's literally all you need to do. Your mind is
Yeah.
powerful. You know?
So that's why if people from my work are watching, that's why sometimes I come in really happy, and then sometimes I'm like, hi. Yeah.
Yeah, no. But that's so real, because, okay, so I also started working, and we have, like, this, like, orientation group, right? Like, the people that we oriented with, and I literally only talked to them. I haven't talked to anyone else, and conversations I've had with some of those people, I'm like, what the heck is this? I'm like, what was that? That was so awkward. Like, what is going on? But then other times, I feel like there are certain people that are just, like, easy to talk to, and then there are certain people that just, sometimes it's, like, harder to talk to. It's not, like, something that they did or said or whatever. It's just kind of, like,
Our vibe's
Yeah,
not matching.
you know?
It's not matching up.
and sometimes, you know, maybe that's a sign that they're not meant to be, like,
Be in
your
your
best
life.
friend.
Yeah.
Or, like, you know?
A close friend.
Yeah. Like, if you automatically click with someone, then they're probably gonna be, like, your friend.
Yeah.
Or, you you know?
Yeah.
You're
Also,
probably
the
gonna
thing,
grow close
I
to
have
them.
like targets in my mind.
Target.
I have targets in my mind. I'm like, if I'm in a group setting, I pick one person that I'm going to target, and I'm like, I'm going to stick to your side. I'm going to make sure that you are my friend. I pick that one person.
Yeah.
I'm like, you. I don't even talk to them. Like, I haven't even talked to them yet, and I'm like, that person, that's the one. That's the one.
Sometimes you just have
It's
to
just
start
so
with
weird.
one person, you know?
Yeah. But now in my work setting, like, I don't feel like awkward as I used to feel. I still feel like sometimes I lack conversation skills.
Yeah.
But that's just me. So when people say communications is a useless degree, you're lying. You're lying because it's
You know what? When people say exposure therapy doesn't work,
it does work.
Sometimes it does.
Sometimes it does work, unless
'Cause-
you have like really bad
Yeah.
anxiety. Like sometimes exposure therapy doesn't
Yeah,
work.
maybe it's
But like,
in that situation, I don't think we can help you.
I don't think we can help you
Yeah,
because
we-
we're not
Yeah,
that experienced.
yeah, we're not specialists.
You said the word.
I said it without glitching. No, but for me personally, when I started working, I felt so awkward. Like that first orientation day, I was like, I'm gonna have no friends. Everyone seemed so scary. Like they just gave off that like not mean,
Intimidating.
But, like, yeah, intimidating vibe. But then the second day I went in, I started talking to them. It was awkward at first. It was like very basic small talk. How was your day? Like,
It was good.
are you excited for work? Why, what grade are you in? Like, well, they asked me that, but it was like very basic, like surface level, like question, surface level conversation, in general. But now it's like fun. Like this girl trauma dumped me about like her life.
I feel like trauma
That's
dumping is
okay.
the best way to like
Sometimes
connection.
I know.
Sometimes
Like,
it's like a
yeah.
good.
It's like a good icebreaker for like, but sometimes
If it's one-on-one,
Yeah.
don't do it in a
Don't-
group setting.
yeah.
I've witnessed that. It's
Yeah. But now I love talking, and I love talking to people at work.
obviously.
Yeah.
But yeah, so people think that I'm really quiet.
Yeah.
I just
actually-
went so quiet that that's my second personality. Actually.
Yeah. No. I'm quiet, but like I need to be around the right people, and then
To
I
be
don't
loud.
shut up.
Yeah.
I
Like her.
literally.
Like her,
What
I
do you
don't shut
mean?
up
Oh,
around
okay, I was like, what do you mean? I thought you were saying that I don't ever shut up. I'm like, I can say it, but like, why are you saying it?
I'm saying I can't shut up around you.
Yeah. I was like, what the heck?
I was so offended. I was like, what? I talked about myself.
I was like, why are you saying I talk so much?
You do.
I do
But
talk
so
a
do
lot.
I.
Probably.
So when people say I don't talk, I do talk. I just don't want to talk to you.
Damn.
It's true. I
Okay.
literally don't. Like, please. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
It's not that, like, I've said this a couple times, probably, but I always say, like, oh, like, I do talk a lot, I just don't talk to people I don't like, but it's not that I don't like you, it's just that I'm not, like, comfortable enough to, like, tell you everything, and if I'm not telling you everything, I don't know what to talk to you about.
Exactly.
That's, like,
If I'm not
either-
spilling every single
yeah.
detail of my life and my day with you.
like, I either tell you literally everything, or I don't know what to tell you. Like, that's literally me. Like, she came over to my house, like,
she was supposed to be doing homework. And
she came
didn't do
over
it.
to my house at 5:30, maybe 5:40. I don't know.
I think it was 5:30.
We talked for like 2 hours. I talked for 2 hours about school and literally the most random things ever. Yeah, which I would not do to other people because I don't think they're interested knowing about my teachers and everything that I talk about. But I don't care if she's interested because I'm gonna tell her anyways.
She's gonna listen anyway.
Yeah, she's gonna sit there and she's gonna nod her head and she's gonna be like, yes. Like,
And then if she says something questionable, I'll be like, oh.
Yeah.
I'll give her a look and then she'll backtrack.
Yeah, and then I'll yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, that was an amazing advice for like your topic, the social, like not social anxiety. Yeah, social anxiety one. But we both.
Like,
We're both-
where did the advice even go? We just went on a tangent.
I don't know, but
Anyways, I feel like people can relate to us.
Yeah,
Like
we're
when
not
we talk
alone.
about. Yeah.
yeah,
I feel like this makes us more relatable.
yeah,
Because
Yeah.
people share a lot of.
yeah. And sometimes we don't know what to say. Like we don't have the best advice because we're also
Going through the
figuring
same
it
thing.
out. We're trying to get through it,
Yeah.
get through life. We live and we learn.
Live and you learn. Okay, so that was our advice. That was so.
It was all over the place, but it was a hard
This was like our
topic.
therapy
Yeah.
session episode, basically.
Yeah.
But I hope that at least if you didn't take away any advice, you at least related to us
Mhm.
in our own
confessions,
our own little struggles that we have in life. And make sure that you follow us on Instagram and TikTok because we post every day on there. And then make sure you follow us on Spotify and subscribe to our YouTube because we post every Saturday. That's it.
Like, comment on everything.
Share, subscribe.
And come join us next Saturday for another
Another
episode.
episode.
Peace and love.